a famous quote in the Bible that money is the root of all evil. And of course, that's a little bit out of context because it says the love of money is the root of all evil. And certainly, if you work hard and if you have a main job, a side hustle, and you love to get a direct deposit, you love to get paid for your services, there's nothing wrong with that. There's actually something wrong and evil if you're lazy, you don't work, and you want everything. That's a very demonic spirit. So when I say that real estate is the root of all evil, I want you to put it in context because it doesn't mean that you should never buy a house. It doesn't mean that having a society structured where you own property is a bad thing. It's actually a good thing because it keeps a level of upkeep to the community. It keeps people diligent, creates a lot of jobs, construction jobs, real estate agent jobs, even though thumbs down to a lot of real estate agents I've been meeting lately. But I want to share with you, based off my experience, not theory, how in some ways real estate is the root of all evil. Number one, it starts when you start a family. And sometimes in a rush to start a family, you look for a house so you can have a baby. You look for a mate so you can have a family in a house, and then you have babies, and you think that the house and the babies will make the relationships better. And really, owning real estate and having a baby makes your life harder financially and emotionally. So right off the door, real estate is put on this demonic pedestal that this house is going to make us a home. It's going to keep us safe. We're going to love each other. We're going to support each other. And you're going to maybe even build a house. My father built a house, and my mother's father helped him, so it was a kind of joint venture. But I want to tell you, the most contested part of a divorce is the real estate. The real estate will destroy the soul of the family. And the judge will give the real estate to the kids, and rightfully so. But I want to tell you, that's one way that I think that real estate really has a root of evil in a family, because it can really become more of a project than a protection for your love. Oh, renovations are the root of all evil. Next, my next example from my actual experience, not theory, is the multifamily quote unquote moneymaker. I believe my parents' marriage, the downfall was partly to blame that they owned a multifamily. And it was always something. A regular house is always something. But when you have a property with several tenants and you have to manage it and you have a main job and you have to work on it, there's always something wrong. There's always something to worry about. And I want to tell you, that puts so much stress on a relationship that forget about it. Here's another root of evil. You want to buy a duplex, triplex, multifamily to pay your mortgage or for retirement? Yeah, if you can't live below your means, this is why you live below your means, so you don't need a multifamily. Because if you can't live below your means and buy a property, you should rent. You shouldn't have a multifamily. Next, my next example from my real life experience, not theory, is when you yourself go to buy a property. When I went to buy a property, I borrowed money from my mom and even my father at times. And it causes a bad spirit within that relationship. You start off right away. You're better to owe a bank than a family member. But this is how you get entangled, where you never become your own person. You think by moving out to your own real estate, you're going to become your own person? Not necessarily. Not. It's very hard when you're young to buy property on your own without help. And when you get help, guys, there's something that's always going to be held over your head. And even to the end, my father did it. My mother was gracious, but my father did it. And I cut him off eventually. And that's why I live simple below my means. No one's going to hold something over my head. I'm not going to rush back into real estate. I'm not going to rush in anything. I'm going to moonwalk to my best life. Because I know we live on the monopoly game that Satan created called Earth. And I curse every mother that has a baby and the mother knows what type of world this is. I curse every mentally ill YouTuber who had her son taken away because she was irresponsible and mentally ill, and then she does videos that she thinks people should be more kind. Well, I think you should try to get off the drugs, stop trading crypto, and try to build your life so you can at least visit your son. By the way, your service dog is missing. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive, guys. But I want to tell you, in this world where people try to invest in crypto and real estate, there's so many downfalls. I've met so many drunk real estate agents in the past couple weeks. It's enough to break your heart. There's nothing worse than having to deal with a middleman or middlewoman. A car salesman, man or woman. I've met so many people that sells cars, guys. I want to tell you, they hurt a lot of people. And they get mad at me. Same thing with I met a couple good real estate agents and a couple good salesmen people. And I thank God for salespeople. You need them in the world. But I want to tell you, I curse every drunk, lying asshole. Because it reminds me that real estate is just another way to support their drinking, okay, and to support them holding something over your head. I'll let go of every property. I'll let go of every property, even if it tears my soul apart, that isn't good for me, that's contentious right off the gate. I damn near killed myself trying to get out of obesity. I damn near killed myself trying to mature and get out of certain street environments. And I'll tell you guys, I'll damn near kill myself to improve myself rather than to sign on the dotted line with a drunken, mentally ill, crypto trading, guilt tripping motherfucker. I want to tell you, keep a job and sell your real estate and then figure out what you want to do. Because in this world, I want to tell you, there's so many lost souls. I want to tell you guys, and they're going to live right fucking next to you. Okay. Or in the same house. Because I want to tell you guys, having a house is like having a car. And what I learned when I was young, everyone wants to ride. And then I learned, I understand the value of a two-seater. That's why I make a 4-door car a one-seater. Don't have people live with you. You say, well, I want to have kids so they take care of you. I want to tell you, have you ever seen an 80-year-old mother with her adult drunk daughter steaming her wig, living in her house? Welcome to see. You've never seen what I've seen. Oh, I wish you could see what I see. The cycle of abuse in real estate, where two people argue with each other, curse each other, say the most horrible things, and then they apologize after. And I don't want to live that cycle of abuse. I've seen that cycle of abuse in my life. And I made a vow as I got older. I don't judge people. I understand how hard life is. I'm thankful for everything I have. I go out of my way not to hurt people or be spiteful. I hate a spiteful person. A lot of times in life, I just let it slide because there's not a lot of value in spite. And again, that's why I live below my means. I don't have to play that tit for tat game. I log onto my bank account. I work on myself. I'll go for a walk. I'll cry. I cried today. I'll cry. I'll go for a walk before I go backwards. I'll tell you right now. I fuck a drink. Fuck real estate, guys. I'll stay sober. And I'll tell you right now, guys, fuck them all. Okay? Because you got 80 years in this world. Okay? And no matter how you cut the pie, even when you go to church, there's going to be evil. And you're not perfect, so don't put yourself on a pedestal. I'm not perfect. But I want to tell you, there's so much, there's enough evil in the world where it exists. Okay? You'll have to measure it. But I want to tell you, you got to figure out how to mitigate the evil in your life. And you're entrenched in real estate. You're entrenched in a community with the people you live. And you better make sure you're digging and you're planting in the right soil. Because life is hard enough, and that's why people need a drink, because they hate their fucking life. I had someone come in here a few weeks ago, starting trouble. Okay. And the other mentally ill person stuck up for them. They're both trouble. And neither one of them are working on their lives. They're uploading pictures of how they looked 20 years ago. And that's how I know they're even worse than I thought. But I want to tell you, I mean, I feel bad for people, but I tell you, I don't feel bad enough to live with them. I want to tell you right now, thank you, Jesus. I don't feel bad enough to live with them. I really don't. I really don't. And all I could tell you, I thank you, Lord, because I felt down from the Spirit right there. And all I could tell you, you're going to have to decide, okay? Because I want to tell you, I really feel there's a lot of people, they date below their potential so they can skim money off the top like the movie Casino, and they can plot on buying their own real estate. And I want to stay the fuck away from these people as I can in this world. And I can't escape them because this is Satan's Monopoly game. I get it. And but I'm going to try to pass go as many times as I can. Just get through the day. Just get through the day and get that direct deposit. Why? Just pass go, guys. Okay. And don't be spiteful. But don't share real estate with the devil. Don't do deals with the devil. And stay sober. Okay. Go for a walk, cry. And that's it. That's my message. Okay. Hopefully these messages help you. If they do, click that thumbs up. You want to support the channel, click that blue join button. I want to tell you, I feel there's so much value. These motherfuckers who don't show up, they give up. And I got to keep fucking plowing the fields. I want to tell you right now. I want to tell you right now, man. It's all right. Keep going. Keep as best I can. Grace of God. I don't live with no one. All right, all live comments. If I miss a comment, please type it again. Don't take it out of disrespect. Christina, hey, Sam, hey to you. Good to see you, Christina. Thank you for everything, Christina. You've been a blessing. Andre, hey, Sam, what's up, brother? I appreciate your consistency. Hold on. There's someone I want to kick off my real estate of my YouTube channel. Look in the mirror. That's what I would tell them. Look in the mirror. Because what I can tell you in life, we're going to stay so positive tonight that even the devil gets upset. The devil is the thorn in your side. It's the spiteful person. It's the person who likes to start trouble. They've been like that since they were a child. You know how many fights they started? They didn't actually fight, but they started them. Yep. And I knew ever since an early age, guys, there's certain people that they have a certain character that never changes. You can wait till they get older, they'll be the same motherfuckers. So all I can tell you is just don't live by them. Okay? Don't talk to them. Don't stay in touch with them. Because they're going to cause you grief to the day you die. Okay. So you're better off to live on your own, have them throw shots at you, but never answer their rhetorical questions. Just like Jesus. You know when Jesus, before he was crucified, a lot of people would ask him questions from Pontius Pilate on, and he didn't answer them after a while. Why? Because he knew they weren't looking for the truth. And what I can tell you guys, I know who's about bullshit. I lived enough life. And what I can tell you in life, guys, I know evil exists. So I'm not some softy snowflake person that, oh my God, hey, I know what it is. I don't give a fuck. Okay. But I'm just trying to get through the day, and I'm going to expose the bullshit for what it is, but I'm going to live a peaceful, respectful life, stay out of trouble, show up, and never answer to the devil, never do deals with the devil. Okay. Fuck it, guys, and die in a car. That's what I tell you. Is that the dream? You have your own dream. You do what you want. Okay. But I'll tell you guys, to me, this is a very important message. Back to live comments. Jerry, hello, buddy. Hello to you. From Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to Fort Worth. Charlie, gorgeous background. Love the palm trees. Well, I appreciate that. Keep it moving, all my nomads. Why? That's what we do. Thank you, Charlie. Forgive me for saying that name wrong. Apoptolicto. Hey, from Montreal. Shout out to Canada. A lot of snowbirds, specifically from Canada, have migrated back up north, or almost all up there. Shout out to you. Thank you. Passenger. Yeah, from Arizona. Shout out to Arizona. Love to you. Passenger. Thank you. Marcy. Good to see you, Sam. Same to you. Passenger, man, that all sounds too familiar. Well, this is your struggle is not your own. And what I can tell you is, yeah, we've all been through it. or at least those who, yeah, yeah. I believe we left off at. Oh, hey, Aaron, how are you? Aaron, good to see you. Love to you, Aaron. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and be slow to buy. Once you sell real estate, just heal. It's like a divorce. Don't go back into a relationship for at least a year, in my opinion. Now, you do what you want. You find the right thing. You do what you want. Everyone do what they want. But I know a lot of people that get remarried, and the first thing I got to figure out is, all right, where are we going to live? What real estate? And that's so contentious. Especially if you didn't buy that house together. Oh, if you didn't buy that. Oh, we didn't talk about another root of real estate evil. The inheritance, the probate, the contentious fights. Have I ever saw that? Yeah, 2 years worth of fight. 2 to 3 years. I want to tell you, any parent out there, that if you can, liquidate your real estate, because your kids are a lot of lawyers are going to get money from it. That's the fact. And it's going to be a shit show for a couple of years. So I would recommend liquidate as much as you can if you care about your kids. If you're in that position. Aaron, great to see you. I appreciate you. What's up, Murdoch? Good to see you, man. I appreciate your thumbs up. Thank you very much, Murdoch. Murdoch, good evening, Sam. Good evening to you. I hope you had a great week. It was a little bit rough, but I'm thankful. A lot to be thankful for, but a little bit agitating as well. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being here with another interesting video. This is my real life experience. Have a great weekend, you two. My brother, peace and God bless you. Well, same to you. I thank you, Murdoch. Sam, I am. How's it going? Buy a Toyota Sierra. I know you keep saying that, and I know who you are, okay? And I'm trying to stay positive because I know the devil, all right? And I want to say, let's stay positive, whether it's in a Toyota Sierra or whether it's in your latest account. Let's stay positive, because the IP address and the screenshots, they all lead to one thing, guys. The same person. Okay. Love. Jerry. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? I appreciate you. Thinking about you today. Jesse, I want to enjoy people, but I don't want their problems. Well, I feel bad for the nice guys that approach me. I want to tell you, as I get older, even the beautiful women that I meet, I just kind of keep my head down. I flirt with a few. I recognize I'm an honest person. No matter how good you look, I don't think any girl would want to date a guy living in his car. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to date them no matter how good they look. Because it leads to a house. I mean, I'm honest, guys. Now, what are you going to meet some other destitute, mentally deranged girl that's living in a car? You say, oh my God, that's me. I'm living in a car. Well, guys, look, we both got to say it how it is. There's no girl that's going to really want to date a guy living in his car. And there's no guy that's going to want to date a girl living in his car. I accept that. Because if you're in a dating scene, you got to get a place. That's the number one rule to dating. You know, you could try to live this adventurous life, but guys, 2 people living in a small vehicle? Huh, you got your mind. And then what are you going to do, buy a big RV to live together? You know how that ends? So all I want to tell you, everyone gets to choose how they live. And I choose to be single, and I only choose real estate if it's really the right fit. But the older I get, I say, wow, it's just never out there. And you say, oh, you'll meet the right girl one day. Hey, guys, look, come on. I want to tell you, you got to know who you are. You got to know what this world is and know what you want while you're going to live in this world. If you want an emotional high and years of misery, you get to choose that. If you want to just suffer and try to figure out how you can live your best life, you got to do that. Is this the way it is? Well, I can't tell you how many people come in here and they got children, or they're in a marriage, or they're in a relationship, and they're spending the prime time of the night with me. A guy living in his car with a Walmart cutoff and a skull cap. They're not making love to their wife. They're not spending time with their children. They're not giving their husband a blowjob. They want to know what my topic is on my live feed. And that's the type of world we live in. That's the type of world we live in. So you have to decide what type of world you want to live in, who you want to live with. Melvano, I appreciate you, brother. Good to see you tonight. Thank you, Jesse. Melvano, I've never seen alcohol lead to anything good. Alcohol to me is one of the most dangerous things, man. I tell you, I drank alcohol when I was young, never an alcoholic. I mean, and I got love for the people that, we drank alcohol together, and even the older heads that put me onto it. But I would tell you right now, if you're someone still introducing people to alcohol, you're the damn devil. Alcohol is horrible, man. I mean, it destroys your character, it destroys your body, it destroys your energy. You say, well, it's not as bad as heroin and fentanyl. And I want to tell you, a lot of people do that. They do alcohol too. Balance them out. I want to tell you guys, a lot of people have their prescription pills still with alcohol. Alcohol fuck you up, man. Make you a nasty motherfucker. And I want to tell you, I don't care. Why? I'm not living with anyone. Okay. I tell you why you should live below your means so you don't have to live with anyone. And if that's not enough incentive for you, I guarantee you're gonna be living with someone that got a drinking habit. Most likely. And I don't give a fuck. Why? You lazy as fuck. You don't want to do what you gotta do. I've been hearing some sad stories online, and it all leads to the same shit. People ain't doing what they need to do, and then they want me to feel bad for them. Hey, go fuck yourself. What you want me to do? Well, I look like Santa Claus? You said, well, you got a beard like Santa Claus? Yeah, fuck you. Okay. I don't live North Pole. I live South Pole. I'm the opposite of Santa Claus. I'm Sammy Claus. Yeah, I'm a capitalist too. Okay. So I want to tell you this. Don't expect a motherfucking gift from me. All right? I dare you to invite me to a baby shower. I dare you to invite me to a wedding. Yeah, I dare you. Yeah, all right. Yeah. You doing a renovation? You want me to come over? Yeah, all right. Let's take pause. Ivana, don't even get me started with drugs. I've seen that too. Dude, pull his own eyes out and handing them to me calmly to his nurse. I would put that motherfucker on as many sedative drugs as we could. I want to tell you guys, some people need to be sedated. And some people, guys, they don't want to deal with their mind, so they just medicate their mind. And I'm okay to do what they got to do, but I ain't going to be around them. But yeah, I hear you, Mavano. Sophie, I love you. Sophie, hello, light and loves and prayers to all in the chat. Well, Sophie, hang in there. I know this world, I know you want to curse this world sometimes. I feel you. I appreciate you staying positive. Once in a while, you got to say, I understand you want to say fuck everyone. I get it. Sophie, I love you. You just stay as positive as you can. Go for a walk, cry, curse the Lord, and then get back in the saddle. Because they're going to all leave you, Sophie. Okay. They're going to all drop off one by one. How do you move up? Just show up. Let them all drop off. You'll figure the rest out. Brando, hey Sam, thanks. You hate me. Brando, you playing psychological games, brother? How'd that work out with your therapist, man? How'd that work out with your family, man? You want to try that with me? Let's stay positive, man. I'll tell you guys, thank the Lord for grace, because I'm being very gracious tonight. Aldo, your channel has changed my life as a single man with no kids. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Dating sounds horrible in the times we live in. Well, to me, they're actually probably the greatest times you ever have. I mean, what would you want to live in biblical times? What would you want to live 100 years ago? This world has always been cursed since biblical times. I know some people right now going to have a family. What do I say about that? I don't say nothing to them personally. Why? Because I don't try to push people to do anything. But in my mind, I say, these motherfuckers, they already mentally ill. They're going to have kids? Yeah. They're going to bring more bad motherfuckers into this world. I said, that's all right. Brando, $1 super chat. What's going on, man? I don't want to take advantage of you. He goes, Brando, love and respect to him. I was just fucking with you, brother. Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate that dollar, but I don't want to fuck with you. I don't like psychological games. And I treat you with respect. And I love you, and I appreciate that tip, but I don't want to just take your money and hurt you. Guys, I mean, look, I know the psychological game. I could pander to a lot of people in here. They come in here, they want to just say the same bullshit. Hey, look, I love you guys. I'm a capitalist, but I'm not a corrupt capitalist. So if you guys and girls get value from it, look, I appreciate the tips. I work for it. But if you guys want to play psychological games, and if you want to curse your mother and do nothing and, have babies and you're already depressed with life, and then you want to just be my friend online, guys, you're in the wrong spot. You're in the wrong spot. I don't want to take advantage of you. I could take advantage of you. Very easy. I don't want to. Brando, no, I'm just working on my self-confidence. Okay. Sometimes I think what other people are saying, I believe it could be me. Well, I appreciate that you're working on yourself. That I could respect. You keep working on yourself. Don't worry about what anyone thinks, as long as, obviously all of us get corrected. I've gotten corrected at times. None of us are too, at a level where we can't get correction. So I love you, Brando. And I remember you. I appreciate you. All right, let's go forward. All right, back to live comments. If I miss a comment, retype it. Don't take it out of disrespect. Okay. And if I've given you grace, if you said some crazy shit in here, either stay positive or leave. Okay. That's it. Okay. And if I blocked you and we've had a bad experience, I'm not saying I'm always perfect, but just leave, because I don't want to play games. That's just not who I am. Jerry, like always, brother, I love your content. Thank you. And you sharing your knowledge. Blessings to you, and you're appreciated for what you do. Well, thank you. And share. I appreciate that, Jerry. Life is one hell of a journey. Oh, yeah. Buckle up, man. A blessing all in one. It can be good, too. I don't want to be too negative. You are correct. It's a double edge, man. It's a double edge. I don't know why the Lord would make us go through both, but I get it. We don't know the Lord. Maybe he exists. Maybe he doesn't. I try to stay positive. I try to keep the faith. And I appreciate what you're saying. I get it. Thank you. EC. What's up, Sam? What's up? It's Direct Deposit Friday. It's the best Friday. To me, there's nothing. The direct deposit is only good if you're not buried in real estate. Why? Because if you're buried in real estate, guys, your paycheck goes right to your real estate. You say, well, that's why I want to get income producing real estate. Go for it, man. Tell me how you doing out with that. I can't wait to hear how great it's going for you. And then come to my channel about being a nomad. I love it. Yeah. This ain't Grant Cardone's channel. You know that, right? Yeah. Hey, guys, everyone should do what they want. Jerry, hashtag show up. I want to tell you, if you guys and girls didn't get nothing from my channel of value, I want to tell you this. If you show up, you'll move up. I learned this principle when I was young, elementary school. We had like this little clique. It was called like the ruler people. It wasn't a gang, but it was like this little clique. People just made it up. I don't know who made it up. And so I was in it. And then the one real tough kid in our school, which I became cool with, he was the real deal. He was going to beat up anyone that was part of his clique. And so everyone's just started dropping out. And I was like, wow, it is what it is. I just stayed in it, so, and then eventually I became the president of it. How? I just stayed in it. Yeah. So, all I can tell you in life, I learned the same thing, like, as I got older. Like, you go to a job. I remember I went to this job, and this person I knew leaned over. He said, Sam, there's 10 people in this training room. He goes, how many people you think will still be with the company in 2 years? I said, I don't know. He goes, I guarantee you less than 5. Sure enough, in 2-3 years, there was only 3 of us left from the original thing. Most people, guys, they're permanent temporary workers. They start a job and they're gone before you know it. And then they keep asking you questions about what they should do about changing careers. You got to show up. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about changing careers. Worry about changing your habits. They don't want to listen to that. Why? People are delusional. I hate to tell you that. I mean, we all make mistakes, though. I want to be positive. Yadara, hey, Yadara, thank you for being a member. Thank you all my members, Jesse, Yadara, everyone in here tonight. Aaron, Yadara, hey, Samito, that's why I'm a single mom. Here we go. And we listening to you. I appreciate that. You can't have a healthy home with an alcoholic, no. And you got to be honest with your child. You make sure when your child gets old enough, you tell him you chose to have a baby with an alcoholic. You knew who he was before you had that baby, Yadara. You make sure you tell your son or your daughter that you chose willingly. Because I want to tell you, no woman chooses to be in a relationship and damn near chooses to have a child with a man willingly, unless she was raped, God forbid, without playing a part in that. So as long as you're honest, if you're not honest with your child, Yadara, here's your future. Your child will live with you when you're 80, and you'll be fighting worse than you fought when your alcoholic ex was in there. And if you don't believe me, remember, your child has the DNA from your ex. And if you don't believe me, 5 people just let the chat. Why? They can't handle the truth. So what I can tell you is you don't have to pay for your sins, but you have to acknowledge them. We all do. And you got to grow forward. Because what I can tell you is every time your child does some bastard shit, you're going to think about your alcoholic ex. Because part of your alcoholic ex is made up of your childhood DNA. And it doesn't mean your child's cursed, but it means that to break habits, to break DNA habits, you got to do the work. And part of the work is saying, okay, this is who my parents are. Neither one of them are perfect. My father wasn't just a devil. My mother willingly had sex with my father and willingly had a child. You could have an abortion. And maybe you should have, but you didn't. And so if you can have that type of conversation with your child, then you're going to go forward. If you're not, you're just a single mom living in a house. And I want to tell you, because I love you, Dora. I know you've been good to me. But I want to tell you, that's what I really feel in my soul. I love you. Brando. Hold on a sec, Brando. I love you, man. Let's stay positive. Brando says, love it. Oh, yeah, I read this right. Thank you again, though, Brando. Early Riser, what's up, man? Hey, Sam. Such a great piece of wisdom you shared about how God stopped answering the questions because he knew they were not seeking the truth. You're listening. Powerful information. That's the real. I hope I said that right. You nailed it. You got it. Now I know you're listening. Sometimes as I get older, I try to figure out, well, how can I improve myself? And that's one way where I started to. And I still struggle. We're human. It's like, that's why I tell you, people who are fighting with sobriety, you don't just get, you every day, whether it's sobriety or your best life, that's your fight. So sometimes I'm in a conversation with someone, whether it's a drunk real estate agent or a troll online or some crazy person, or I got to answer some type of message. And I think to myself, okay, should I reply and how should I reply? And I try to reply when at all possible because I don't believe in just ghosting people as I get older. But there's sometimes, especially if it's a recurring thing and it's not professional, it's personal, because there's a different protocol. Then I said, this is my personal life and I'm not going to bring in personal pain. Remember, in your professional life, you're paid to deal with difficulties. That's why you get a direct deposit. You don't get a direct deposit because everything's great. You just do you. No, you got to figure out problems. You got to work together with people. In your personal life, you take that direct deposit, you do what the fuck you want. That's what I do. Yeah, just like that. And I want to tell you, I ain't answering to a motherfucker in my personal life. I'll be damned. If I work, I come home or I come back to my car or whatever, and I got to deal with some crazy shit. No siree. Shit. Brando, thank you again. Emeka, I believe it's pronounced. Good evening, Sam. I've been missing your live. That's why I keep doing you, because of work. Get that money. Glad I caught this one. Get money. Good job. Brando. No, I'm just working on my... Oh, yeah, read this already. Thank you again, Brando. I love you, brother. Emeka. It was pouring yesterday and I still showed up. Good. Better I endured and made it through the day. Same today. Damn right. I want to tell you, if it rains and you don't go to work, you know what happens? It rains and you don't get paid. Yeah. If it rains and you go to work, you know what happened? It rained and you got paid. Oh, yeah. I thank you, Lord, for that direct deposit. Never forget it. Oh, how's Sophie? We got to approve Sophie. Sophie's in here. Again, she says, yes, you are right. Sometimes I do say, fuck this. That's all right. That's healthy. They said that in the Bible. Moses asked God to kill him on a rock. That's right. So don't be scared to say, fuck it. He goes, I feel like the earth is the first level of hell. Well, I damn sure ain't heaven. Yeah, I want to tell you right now, and I know a lot of you are delusional. If you think that this is heaven, now I know we in America, but I want to tell you, I've seen some people come from a third world country. They've been living in America for a few years. They're fucking spoiled brats. They're complaining about gas. They're fucking horrible caretakers. Now, I've been a bad caretaker. Well, I don't want to say it. I recognize how hard a caretaker can be because I don't want to be judgmental. But I see some of it. And I guess we've all had nasty attitudes. So I don't want to be judgmental. But I do want to say this. If you think, this Eddie Murphy told us this, if you think you're going to marry someone from a poor country and they're going to come here and they're going to be like this person like that's not going to become Americanized. But guys and girls, if you're marrying someone from overseas just so they can be your indentured servant, fuck you. I hope you do get buried by that bitch. Okay. And I'll tell you, we'll split the inheritance. We're going to have a good time. Because you played the game. You want a damn indentured servant. I told you, stay single. And what'd you do? You went online. You looked to see what motherfucker looked good that your ugly ass could get with American currency. And you know what I say now? Hey, you played that game. When you play the game, you play the game. That's the rules of the game. And as you get older, that shit catch up to you. And what do I say? I just look in amazement and I said, this motherfucker got what he came for. I mean, stay positive tonight. Yeah, Sophie, you nailed it. So first level, well, we damn sure ain't in heaven. But I chose to stay positive. Well, it's better than staying negative. I agree with that, Sophie. Good job on that. Highway Hermit. Here we go. I want to tell you, we're going to stay positive. Let me just see. Man, I tell you, every time I think that there might be hope for humanity, man, I get reminded. Man. I don't know. But I'm okay. I can cry. I'm not a snowflake. I know who I'm dealing with in this world. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not scared to see the devil, and I've already seen him. So, fuck it. Stay positive. Stay so positive. Okay. You're out of here. Go home to Jesus. Jay Wiley, exist? I'm not sure what that meant. Charlie, thanks for posting that video clip of Good Will Hunting. Yeah, that was a good clip, man. That was a life-changing clip. Good job, Charlie. You're watching. You're focused. Yadar 100, you're right. That's why I love you, Yadar. We can have an honest conversation. You know I love you. I respect you. And you know I lived that life. So I tell you, same way I tell you. Good job. Jesse, you heard Oscar Academy ban Will Smith for 10 years? Yeah, the system's a day late and a dollar short. But look, guys, I don't want to, I made a video after it happened. I disagreed with Will Smith. But now all the fake uproar is a day late and a dollar short. Look, you say it's wrong. Will Smith apologized. That's it. Now, should he be banned? Fine. Do I still think him and his wife are in a toxic relationship? Yes. So I'm glad he was banned. And yeah, he should have some repercussions, no doubt. But after that, guys, I mean, the guy apologized. Will Smith does not have a recurring pattern of being assault happy. So I'm fine with his apology. It's up to Chris Rock if he wants to take it any further. I don't disagree with the Academy, but now it's like this fake outreach. I do agree, though. People should speak up after it happened. It was wrong. And then he apologized, whether it was sincere or not, only God knows. But I will say this for Will Smith. He does not have a recurring pattern of being abusive to other people, at least what we know. He is a great actor, and if someone makes a mistake, and it was a slap, we're going to put it in context, it was wrong. And but if he made a mistake, he apologized, he should get penalized. But, I mean, now we leave it alone. I mean, it's like, I don't think he's a threat to society. So, it's like, that's where people now, it's like easy to jump on him. And again, people should speak up about it. But it is what it is. But Jesse, thank you for letting me know. And thank you, too, for the other comment last night about Biden pausing the student loan debt. I don't have student loan debt, but look, like I told you guys, they're probably going to punt that till the end of his first term. If he doesn't get reelected, he's probably going to strike the veto. Dave Ramsey, how many times Dave Ramsey tell you pay off your debt? No one's going to help you. Hey, guys, push that shit forward. Pay off your other debts. Because if you don't get reelected, he's probably going to resolve that. But even if he don't, shit, don't pay for it until you have to. That's what I tell you. Shit, Dave Ramsey fucking filed bankruptcy. Why? The motherfucker had too much debt. Yeah. What a fucking fraud, man. He did some good shit, but that's on me, man. Hey, man, these motherfuckers lie. I tell you. Brianna, laughing good. Well, laughter's good for the soul. Emeka, you got it right. Thank you. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember how you said your name. Yeah, thank you for pronouncing it for me. Brianna says, I feel you. Well, thank you. Jay Wiley, crazy shit after work. Hell no. Yeah, look, I often say, guys, in work, you're a professional. You're paid to deal with a slap. And that's the one thing Chris Rock got out of this, right? Chris Rock showed him a true professional. I mean, probably even better than I would have handled it. So he's more employable. where Will Smith is less employable. Make a mental note. So, but the whole thing is, to be a professional, you deal with crap at work, whether it's a slap or a slight. Then you make more money, but you don't go home to get slapped again. Yeah. Hell no. Yeah, I want to tell you that. Shit. And that's why Will Smith smacked him. Why deal with too much shit at home? It manifested into professional. I've seen that happen. Yep, I can tell you stories. Fire. Hey, fire. Hey, fire, yeah. There's a lot of people MIA, man. I ain't talking about Miami fire. Good to see you. Fire, I have always struggled with saving money. That's all. I appreciate you sharing. Sharing's the first step. I have finally saved 1.5K. Good job, man. That's a great job. I remember those days. And I'm hanging in there. That's awesome. Knowing I could easily buy things I want. That's the key. Don't let money burn a hole in your wallet. Don't put it into Bitcoin. Don't put it into risky investments. You say it doubled if I would have put it in by last year. Well, no, it didn't. It's actually down on a year-on-year basis. But even if it did double, and even if it does double, and it may, the most money you will ever make is trying to make more money. The most money you will ever spend is on a kid, a house, or a car. So the best way to make money is to save at least 25K, keep a job, pick up a side job, and discipline yourself not to buy. Because if you can walk away from a sleazy car salesman, if you can walk away from a drunk real estate agent, you have tamed the devil. And no one unlocks the key to your direct deposit other than you. And that's why I tell you, put your own dick in your hand and jerk off, and put your own fingerprint on your direct deposit login and say, thank you, Lord, that no one shares this commission. AR6, hey, Nomad, what's up? Malvano, every day you don't buy crap, it's a day well lived. Well, hey, we got through another one. I tell you, I've been crossing these days off like, thank you, one more day, almost done with this shit. Thank you. Jerry, laughing good. Jerry, the game is real and swift. Don't get any realer than this. I think I read everything. That's good. 74 people watching, 34 thumbs up. What does that mean? 50% of people are leeching, nasty motherfuckers. Just watch for free and want you to entertain them. I tell you, we'll never be friends. Okay. And in this world, you got to remember that you got a 50% chance of people coming on your internet real estate and giving you a free thumbs up. So what percentage chance do you think you have with splitting a rent 50-50 with someone else? Or living in a shared apartment with a drunk motherfucker? What percentage chance you think you got living a good life for someone that can't even do a simple, easy task to show some mutual respect? You ain't got a chance in hell. And that's why real estate is the devil. All right? All right? So I want to tell you, Courtney, fire, change your outlook to think of it as a game. Every situation is trying to convince you to part with your money and how to fight to win. Yeah, no, I hear that. Look, like I've learned, and I understand what you're saying. I appreciate that, Courtney. Don't overthink life. You're right in some instances, but look, just put a number, measure it. You want 25K. You know, that's a little bit too big right now, but once you get over $1,000 in savings, get 10K or 5K, then 10, then 15, then, once you get above 25K, then, you can start to think about diversification, inflation. But until you have $25,000 in a savings account, if you're worried about inflation, you don't understand inflation. Because, yeah, you broke as fuck. Yeah. You ain't talking about you worried about inflation. Man, come on, man. And I've been there. So I don't want to be like unfair to you. But I want to share with you. Yeah, don't worry about inflation if you ain't got 25 grand in a savings account. So, guys and girls, I hope my videos help. I try to do the best I can, share you some real life stuff. And thank you. Good to see your first talk. Yeah, shout out to Florida. Shout out to you, Jesse Beagle, Mima. You know what it is. Get the hell out of Ocala. Get to that ocean. Why? You might as well be in Indiana. Shit. Because I want to tell you, I came to Florida to be by the ocean, see bikinis, not to see horses. But I love you. I respect you. Shout out to all of you. Thank you. Peace.